I've been leading the charge here at WOWO as program director since 2016-ish, and stepped into the host role near the end of 2018, but I've been a member of the WOWO family since 2011. Now yes, WOWO was my very first job straight out of college, go Nittany Lions. But during my time at Penn State, my senior year, I actually got really lucky and landed a gig working for the Big Ten Network. And at the same time, I was working at a small TV station called Center County Report that was a part of the university. So all in all, I was working 2 jobs and going to school and was a banquet server. I was writing, producing, editing, hosting, you name it, I was doing it. I like to say at the time I was a jack of all trades and unfortunately a master of none. Now fast forward to 2011 and I land in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where ironically I got hired to be a multimedia specialist, which whatever that meant in 2011. And the day I started, the news director at the time, Mike Wilson, put in his 2 weeks. They asked me if I wanted to abandon this multimedia idea and step in on air as an anchor, and here we are. From reporter to anchor to news director to program director to host of Fort Wayne's Morning News, I slowly started to climb the WOWO ladder. But there was a detour during that road trip. The Ohio Department of Transportation. My husband was also in radio. In fact, that's how I met him. He landed a gig in Columbus, Ohio. It was one of those things where he had to take it. I stayed at WOWO for a short time. We got engaged. I moved out there. That's another story, but that is what landed me in Columbus, Ohio, working for the Ohio Department of Transportation. It was a unique experience, one I will never trade for anything. I served at the pleasure of Governor John Kasich at the time. It was a very interesting look at the behind the scenes of PR and shaping and controlling the message. I got a very quick education in that. Got to be on that side of things. While I was there, I also started The Loop. They were really wanting to put a face and some human elements into the Ohio Department of Transportation because we all know how agencies like that can be perceived. And so I, from the ground up, created The Loop. Once again, writing, editing, producing, you name it, I was doing it, hosting it as well. And it grew to actually be such a big operation that we won an award for The Loop from US DOT in Colorado. I was very proud of that honor. Spent about 1.5 years at ODOT, and then the general manager here at Federated Media called me back, made me an offer I couldn't refuse to come back to WOWO, and I have to say, it was a very easy offer to accept because I love WOWO and I love Fort Wayne, Indiana. My podcast, I started Pretty Politics with a friend of mine about 1.5 years ago. You might even remember who she is, Heather Bureau. She used to be on Fort Wayne's Morning News and K105. I created Pretty Politics with her because she lives in California. I obviously live here in Indiana, and we don't agree on anything politically, absolutely nothing. But we get to have those conversations without all the hate. I just get so frustrated in today's day and age sometimes because it's so black and white. That's why we have Pretty Politics. We can discuss everything from left to right and in between and do it without all of the hate. We also like to mix in and blend a little bit of pop culture, a little bit of entertainment, hence the Pretty Politics podcast. The decision to step into the host role on Fort Wayne's Morning News was not an easy decision. Some tough shoes to follow here on our legendary WOWO, but I hope to make Charlie Butcher proud, and I hope to make all of you WOWO Land very proud. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, drop a comment below if there's something you want to talk about or discuss. Let's have those conversations right here, and hey, you never know, they might make it onto Fort Wayne's Morning News.